Rise and shine, superstars. It's your favorite light coach, MB. And today is a great day to be alive. So stop what you're doing, comment below, and scream at the top of your lungs. Come through. If you're thankful that God woke you up this morning, because gratitude is the absolute best way for you to start your day. And if for some reason today is just not your day to be thankful and grateful, then guess what? I need you to get back in the bed and think about why you should be thankful and grateful that God allowed you to see yet another day. And think about what all might come to you today that you could be thankful and grateful for. You never know what rewarding possibilities and surprises lie in every single day. You just got to change your outlook by changing what you look like on the inside. And if you're going through something right now that you feel like you just can't overcome it, it's just weighing down on you, and you don't see any light, any hope, understand that the darkest time of a new day starts at midnight, but it's still a new day. So don't make a permanent decision today based off of a temporary situation. My tribe, this week we are focused on purpose and identifying your purpose. So on Sunday, we talked about how your purpose is found in your gift, and it's going to be fueled by passion. What are you passionate about? What is that you really love doing when you get a chance to do it? Whether you're getting paid for it or not, whether somebody is looking at it or not. What is that thing? That's where your purpose lies. Yesterday, we were telling you that your purpose is undeniable. Because that passion we talked about on Sunday, you know that you were made to do this thing. Maybe you haven't figured it out yet because you haven't tried enough things and you haven't really sat down to identify all of the gifts that you have. But once you do, and once you try, then you're going to sit back and be like, you know what? I get it now. That's all me. You know how you going out with your friends or you with your girlfriends and y'all are going to the boutique and the mall and the clothing store and you like, oh girl, that's you. Like you don't claim it for yourself because you know y'all got different body types, but that is you. That's what your purpose is. It's undeniable. So when you see it, you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's you. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me right there. Let me have that. Let me have all that. It's undeniable. But today I want you to understand that it's great that your purpose lies in your passion. It's great that your purpose is undeniable, but your purpose has a responsibility tied to it. See, we live in this world where a lot of us are just focused on us. What is it how does that benefit me? What can you do for me? How is me doing this going to help me? We me it all out. But your purpose, which is found by identifying the gifts inside of you, it's not about you. It feels good, I promise you, when you're in it. Oh, it feels great, but it's not about you. You have a responsibility to use those gifts that you've received to serve other. 1 Peter 4:10, whatever gifts you have received, you got to use them to serve others. Just like the parable with the talents. If you're given one gift, then figure out a way to invest it so that you can give it more. You can make more of it. If you're given 2, double it. If you're given 5, double it. However many gifts you have, however many talents you have, start with one of them. And understand that what you were given is not for you. Like if you are a great singer, but you're camera shy or you don't want to get on stage, God didn't give you that voice for you to be blowing out the shower walls. You know what I'm saying? God didn't give you that voice for you to sing in the dark, at home, alone. God gave you that voice because that voice is going to help someone else out of their own dark time. But you're holding it for yourself and you're burying it because of your own insecurities and your selfishness. When you put your insecurities and your fears of, if it's stage fright, if it's, I don't know what people will think about my lyrics, I don't know if people think, whatever it is, when you put that in front of actually doing what you were created to do for other people, you're being selfish. Because with that gift is a responsibility. It's just like with a kid. When you give a child a toy They're now responsible for playing with it, picking it up, and putting it back where it belongs so that they don't lose it. They're responsible for taking care of it, because if it's broken, they're not getting another one. It was a gift given to them, but there was a tag to it. And it says, here, I'm going to give this to you, and I want you to enjoy it. I want you to have so much fun with it, but you got to be responsible. You got to make sure you take care of it. You got to make sure you put it back when it's time to put it back. You can't lose it. But that's what we're doing. Like your parents sent you to school with $5 for lunch. You had a responsibility. It's for you to enjoy so that you can have something to eat. But you're responsible for that $5. You're responsible for those permission slips. You're responsible for those signed papers. Anything that you were given as a child and then into your teen years, yes, I'm going to give you these keys, but there's a responsibility that I know you're going to have fun. You have this freedom that you feel now. You can go do things. You can run errands for me. You can do all of this stuff. But I just want you to know that with this gift, with this car, with these keys, there's a tag of responsibility tied to it. It's no different for your purpose. All of those gifts that you have in you that you're putting off till the perfect time or the perfect situation, or you're afraid to speak, or you think somebody, whatever your reason is for not doing the thing, you're not being responsible. Because whatever it is that you have, it's not for you anyways. What good is it? Hear me out. What good is it to have this extravagant ball? Okay, I'm talking about elegant. I don't know what kind of ball it is. It could be a fundraiser. And you send out all these invitations to this big, luxurious, beautiful, you got crystal chandeliers, you got live music, you got red carpets and professional photographers. You have people arriving in limos. You've got all of this beautiful decor. Like the scene is set. And you send out invitations to all these high, noble people who can afford to go to this event. And then you show up and you're the caterer of this beautiful event. So you get to see everything from start to finish. And you're one of the most well sought after caterers because there's something about how you cook your food and how you prepare it on your plate to be presented that just sets you above the rest. And you're back there, you have the whole kitchen working in unison, and they're doing their thing and you're doing your thing, and you have so much passion and joy and excitement because you're operating in your gift and you're in your purpose. And you're getting all the plates set out. And now it's time for everybody to eat, so they're waiting on the food. And the host of the event comes to you in the kitchen and she's like, hey, okay, so everybody's ready to eat. What's going on? Oh, and you say, I'm not going to serve the food. It's mine. I spent so much time working on this and perfecting and pairing and marinating all of the different flavors and textures together so that why would I give it? How selfish is that? Like if you were at that event and you showed up hungry, because some people show up to events like that and they haven't eaten because they're like, I know that this is about to be some good food. I want to make sure I have the room for every little bite. And this dress is tight anyways. So they haven't eaten since breakfast. And for breakfast, all they had was half an apple and maybe some grapes. And then they show up and you say with your gift and purpose that you're not going to serve them. How would you feel if that was you? How would you feel if you showed up to receive something from someone and you knew they had it for you, but they said, I'm not going to give it to you because it's mine? That's how we're operating when we have identified our gifts and we understand that that is me. That's me right there. But I don't want to give it to you because I'm not comfortable. I'm nervous. I'm scared. It's not the right time. There are so many people out here in this world that are waiting on you to show up. Get over yourself. It's not about you. Whatever happens, whatever mistakes, whatever accidents, guess what? They're going to become a distant past. But you have to get over yourself, because what you're holding back was meant to inspire. It was meant to pull somebody out of a dark place. It was meant to bring somebody joy who was going through a bad day. It was meant to make someone's life easier. But you're keeping it all to yourself because you're being irresponsible and selfish. Your purpose is tied to responsibility, and your responsibility is to take what you have and to give it to others so that they can reap the benefit, so that they can get whatever it is that they were supposed to get from you. You can't be a farmer with a garden and a pack of seeds and you like, I'm not going to plant these seeds because they my seeds. Well, I'm going to put my seeds in the ground. That's dirt. It's mud. I don't want worms. I don't want to put my seeds in the ground. Now, you could have fed a whole neighborhood if you would have just planted your seed. But you worrying about where you got to put it and how nice they look here in this packet that you don't plan on. And what you were given to be responsible for, you're wasting. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And you can't just use it in the dark when it was meant to be someone else's light. Be responsible with your gift. Be responsible with your purpose. Be responsible with that thing that you know you're supposed to be doing, but you just keep putting it off. Get over yourself so that you can give yourself to the people who you don't even know need you. Because it's not about you. It's about everyone else. And when you're about everyone else, you're the one who's going to feel the best at the end of the day. Because you're going to know that you did something that made someone else's life, day, week, month, year, so much better than had you not done it at all. So I need you to take a second today, 10 seconds, a minute, 10 minutes, however long it's going to take you, to think about what it is that you've been irresponsible with, what it is that you've been keeping to yourself for whatever doubts, fears, limitations, insecurities that you have. And I challenge you today to say, it's enough. This isn't who I am. I'm not a selfish person. It's no more time for me to put this off. Today I'm going to start. And just start today. Start doing that one thing you're good at. And do it for somebody else today. But you know what it is. If you don't remember anything I just said, be responsible. I'm kidding. But I'm not. Always remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great. And it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there, be responsible, and live the greatest day of your life.